divine manner. Everything. الزرع أنتم تزرعونه أم نحن الزارعون? The agriculture. Everything you do, everything that happens, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why do you think that this is, our life is just left like that, without any management? Everything is managed. Everything is managed. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, those who don't pray, those who don't fast, for example, they are eligible for punishment, correct? Correct. That's the law. Right. Now, why then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may punish the whole society, including those who pray and those who do not pray, for the sins of those who don't pray? Is this just? Let's see. Look at our societies again. I'll take you back again. In numerous examples, any one of you can go to the Quran or to our lives in the Muslim countries, and you see, look at Muslim countries nowadays. One country is ruled by communism, Communist Party, da 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 da. The other is ruled by socialism. One is ruled by, according to the Greek law. The other is ruled according to the French law. One is ruled according to the English law. Subhanallah, can we have any ruling according to the law of Allah? Maybe we should give it a chance. I mean, we tried everything, alhamdulillah. We tried. And the French, we tried the British, we tried all kinds of law we tried. The communist system, we tried everything. Maybe it's time to try the Quran, because it is the actual law. In al-hukmu illa lillah. Maybe Quran, the rule of the laws that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made. Some people, this is what they say, especially now it's coming with many people who will try to appear like fathers, you know, like, you know, Islam is a little bit backwards. Somebody told me Islam the other day. He said, many of these things you say are applicable in 1400 years ago. I mean, nowadays we have to like move on. Very good. If we move on, what does it mean by moving on? That means that, he said that the Islamic law, this Muslim law is kind of harsh. Subhanallah, look at this statement. In other words, what he's trying to say is that he's more merciful on the slaves of Allah than Allah himself. Allah created us, brothers and sisters. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God created all of us. Huh? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is merciful among his names, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. He is the merciful upon you, and upon me, and upon everybody, and upon everything. He is more merciful upon you and me than I am upon you and than you are upon me. لا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says oneself is not accountable for the other. Yes, true. So how can Allah punish me for someone, or punish the whole society for a few people that commit aggressions, or they don't pray, or they don't fast, or they cheat, or they lie, or they steal, or they kill, or whatever? Why? Scholar says this in this ayah, وَاتَّقُوا فِتْنَةً لَا تُصِيبَنَّ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا مِنكُمْ خَاصَّةً. We already said what fitna means. There are all these meanings in the Arabic language, so many various meanings. But let's say, they said in any time of event where people are divided, there's two kinds of stands. Stand that goes with the people of aggression, and stand and other people, the other half of the people, they should what? They don't go into the other people. What should they do? They should be able to correct the other people. They have to correct. يجب عليه المنكر. Okay, I'll give you an example. أصحاب القرية, حبيب النجار. We already talked about that. وضرب لهم مثلا أصحاب القرية إذ جاء المرسلون. قرية, one village, one town. They say it's Anfal. Anfal is about what now is called southern Turkey. Anfal, they said that some messengers, like I said, I'm going to go over it very briefly, came to that village. The messengers came with the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What do they want? How much money do they want? They don't want money. What kind of position they want? They don't want any position. What do they want? They want to give them hidayah, guide them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's all they want. Now look at this. People split. The people of the village, most of them, because of Nasr al-Din Mulukiya, people basically Like Imam Ali said, and that's why I think these people are they follow the deen of their kings and rulers. When you look at it, you know, Jamal Abdul Nasser comes, everybody says Jamal. I'm not a politician per se, but I mean, you know, but anybody that comes with he's a modified communist. So he comes and he rules Egypt, and everybody says, and he kills many Muslims, and he puts them in jail, and half of the Arab population says Jamal, Jamal. But think of, why don't you go back a little bit and see, are you required to rule by the rules of Jamal, or are you required to rule by the rules of the Lord of Jamal? SubhanAllah. Anyway, let's move on. So, the problem, dear brothers and sisters, is that we find ourselves stuck. We have two people here with the messengers. One people said with the rest of the village. The rest of the village said what to the messengers? They gathered around them, they surrounded them. What are you doing? Why are you here? What do you want? He said, all we want to give you is hidayah. We want to give you guidance. We don't want from you jaza'an wa la shukura. We don't want anything from you. They said, look, we have been very patient with you, and more than patient. And لئن لم تنتهوا لنرجمنكم ولا يمسنكم منا عذاب أليم. If you don't stop what you're doing, because what you're doing is you're destabilizing the village. The village was already all following the king. Now you're destabilizing the village. You're a destabilizing force. So you either stop, we're going to be very good with you and very civilized with you. We're going to give you two options. Stop what you're doing. To the messengers of Allah, stop what you're doing. The second is what? We will make you suffer. وَلَيَمَسَّنَّكُم مِنَّا عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. You will suffer severely if you don't. قَالُوا طَائِرُكُمْ الْأَنْبِيَاءِ and the Mursaleen, what can they do? They are ordered to give the message. There's no way. It's not up to them. قَالُوا طَائِرُكُمْ مَعَكُمْ إِنْ ذَكِّرْتُمْ بَلْ أَنْتُمْ قَوْمٌ مُسْرِفُونَ. You are people who are ignorant. And not only ignorant, you are deep in ignorance. You know, some people, we have four kinds of people. And maybe I'll just say this. In the world, there are four kinds of people. People that know, and know that they know. A man who knows, has knowledge, and knows that he knows. Scholars said, this is a scholar, ask him. Seek knowledge from him. He knows and he knows that he knows. Second kind, a man who knows and he does not know that he knows. هذا غافل. غافil, he's asleep. Wake him up. So what they know? One day he knows and he knows that he knows. هذا عالم فاسألوه. هذا عالم فاسألوه. The second kind is one he knows يعلم ولا يعلم بأنه يعلم. He knows and he doesn't know that he knows. هذا غافل فنبهوه. He is asleep, wake him up. The third kind, one who doesn't know and knows that he doesn't know. واحد رجل لا يعلم ويعلم بأنه لا يعلم. هذا جاهل فعلموه. He is a jahil, ignorant, teach him. He knows. He doesn't know, but he knows that he doesn't know. Now this is the fourth kind, and this is the problem. One who does not know and does not know that he does not know. SubhanAllah. When we want to be engineers, we go to the university to learn engineering. But when we want to talk about Islam, everybody becomes a scholar. One who doesn't know and doesn't know that he doesn't know. What does it mean? He doesn't know and he thinks he knows. هذا مكابر فالقتول. مكابر means he is arrogant. So avoid him. Anyway, let's go back to the village. We left the village in Anfal, right? In southern Turkey. In the village in Anfal, those people that surrounded it, they said, the people of the village with their king and the rulers and the officers and everybody, and arms, and the chains. Everybody is there. They said, look, you have this chance. You either shut up or we will harm you severely. The prophet and the messengers, they said, What happened? Look now at the division. In the population of that village, وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ رَجُلٌ يَسْعَى قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اتَّبِعُوا الْمُرْسَلِينَ. Among the people, one man, his name is Ibn Najjar, according to many Mufassirin, he came from the end of the village and he saw these messengers are surrounded by all these people of the village and they're trying to harm them and they're threatening them, and he's one of them. He says, "Oh people,